Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Amira Najah binti Azman. My friend name is Nur Najah Soliha binti KT, Ali Safra binti Azizul, and Muhammad Afi Hakimi bin Sabri. So as a group project, we choose word wall educational game. I will start our group presentation with introduction. The word wall website was used to design this game. The primary intention is to be educational. The concept is similar to quiz and it includes a clue and timer. The result of those who took the quiz can be found at the bottom of the page. There are a lot of products, each with a different pattern. So as we know, educational learning is taking a new dimensional approach by incorporating the concept of game. With the development of modern technology, there is an array of applications which have import knowledge. The current environment of digital games and applied science into learning environment has benefit both the teaching of educators and the learning of students. Game-based learning plays a vital role in teaching by offering the opportunity for students to collaborate, communicate, interact, and work in teams with each other. Strategy-based game enhance the functioning of the brain, inspire children to learn new things, develop their skills, and build an emotional connect to learn the subject matter. The feature of receiving feedback immediately after playing game give insight of how to improve the performance in a positive way. Incorporating the educational learning objectives along with the curriculum give a completely new form to learning.
Next, we move on to statement of problems. There are four statements of problem, which is lack of interest, lack of in-person interaction, too many difficult keywords to memorize, and female students find it hard to understand. The first one is lack of interest. Lack of interest can be caused by the difficulties to focus in class. Because some of the teacher's method may be uninteresting and challenging for some students, if they are bored, they will lose focus and find it hard to grasp this subject. Second one is lack of in-person interaction. Ever since epidemic, all classes are delivered through online learning. This subject in particular requires face-to-face interaction in order to communicate the knowledge effectively. Because the students cannot see or touch the object, online learning may not be able to convey knowledge clearly. The third one is too many difficult keywords to memorize. This subject include several new and unfamiliar words that the student had never heard before. Some students may struggle to grasp the concept simply by doing and remembering the words. The last one is female find it harder to understand the subject. As the female student myself, this subject is tough for me to understand it. Male students may find it easier to catch up than female students because the subject is more ideal for men, and most of the keywords there are always capable of knowing before, making them easy to understand it.
For the solution of the problem, we have decided to develop an educational board game. We develop educational game by using word wall. In this slide, we have provided link about our product of educational board game. There are a few types of games have been developed such as match up, anagram, word search, and image quiz. At the same time, each game have their own name based on topic what we have learned in class. First one is about networking hardware, type of rebooting, computer hardware, and introduction to computer. All this game has a limit time to answer the question. They are also have benefit when playing this educational board game. Firstly, students can improve their fast strategic thinking. Secondly, to improve problem solving. This is because every single game in this educational board game have their own problem to solve. Next is to increase student memory. This is because when playing this game, they can try out their memory on what have they learned without take a look at notes. And lastly, it is simple to do revision while relaxing. This is because this educational board game can play at any time at any place.
And for this section, I want to explain about the uniqueness of the game. So, for this section, I want to spill a few of unique features such as colorful and have a music background, various themes, improve skill in learning the subject, have a different types of game that can suit with the student interest, easy to play as there is no complication to solve the question and can be used in the learning process. So, for the colorful and have a music background, in this quiz, we have beautiful graphic, interesting music, and because of that, we can attract student attention and interest during the learning process. We have a lot of various of themes such as computer literacy. So, from the theme, we can attract students to play our game that can help students improve their learning skills. For the other unique feature that have in our game is student can improve skill in learning the subject. As we can know, most game require students to think quickly. Moreover, they have to analyze their logic in order to think 3 steps ahead in order to solve problem and complete the level. This is great because it is something which helps students in later lives as they develop their logic, their accuracy, and their ability to think on their feet and outside of the box. Alright, for the next part, we have different types of game that can suit with the student interest. So we have a lot of various games such as quiz, mix and match, maze chase, and open the box. Next, so this game is easy to play as there is no complication to solve the question. So for our educational game, it is easy to fill the right answer and just drag the answer to the box. For example, Max and Mitch. So next, so what I can say is, for our unique feature is students can use this game for the learning process. It enhances problem solving abilities and thinking skill. Also, social connection between students. Besides that, we can improve student being more computer literacy and also help students who have attention disorder. Thank you.
Next, I will continue my presentation with commercialization potential. First, definition. The process of bringing new products or services to market is known as commercialization. Production, distribution, marketing, sales, customer support, and other important services critical to the commercial success of a new product or service are all part of the commercialization process. Okay. Every classroom brings together students with distinct abilities and personalities. Since every student has different capabilities, some learn faster than others. Because of this difference, it becomes a challenge for teachers to implement methods that help out the entire class. Teachers need to come up with effective teaching strategies and implement innovative solutions in order to meet every student individual needs in this class. First, recommended for secondary student and university student. The children of generations that have grown up with the internet. This is being a huge part of their life from the day one. They are the most tech-savvy generation yet, and so much of what they learn comes from technology. Almost half of kids spend more than 10 hours online every day. Some continue to argue that gaming has a negative impact on kids' ability to learn. This is in fact that not the case, and if utilized properly, many video games and computer games can help children learn from educational games such as this quiz. Okay, next, creative. Simple and meaningful, easy to remember and understand, and not in rules for life. Creative classroom give an opportunity for students to learn with fun. The teaching activities, such as quiz and additional game, help them to learn without the pressure of learning. Students are always find learning and including creative activities along with curriculum gains their interest for learning. The open-ended question will open them a world of imaginative thinking and they can come up with creative response. Integrating more hands-on learning and making room for visual reflection is really going to make a positive impact. Encourage productive discussion as well as making the classroom layout more flexible. All matters a lot in gearing up a creative classroom atmosphere. Third, content. Focus on our lesson and basic knowledge. Ironically, that sentence is fairly complex, but the takeaway is clear. Complex writing is not always appropriate and it can be as helping for some users. Regardless of their abilities, most audiences appreciate information that's presented clearly and consistently. If you need to use words that are not in a typical user vocabulary, define the term clearly. Before publishing, look at the preview of the page. Ask a question. Does the content seem approachable? Is information present in a short readable section or will it seem intimidating to readers? When possible, ask several other people to review your content before publication. You can also gain insight by asking real-world users for their feedback. For access. Free to access for all, no ads or course, no payment will be charged. In this changing time, students are more driven toward using a mobile phone for every purpose. A smartphone they call. The word is at their fingertip and a student can get access to any information from anywhere. Most games require children to think quickly. Moreover, they have to utilize their logic in order to think three steps ahead in order to solve problems and complete level. This is great because it is something which helps children in later life as they develop their logic, their accuracy, and their ability to think on their feet and outside of the box. Research has revealed that online games can actually help children who experience attention disorder. That's all from me. As a conclusion, students may be attracted to join and learn at the same time in this sort of way. Students can write down their error after playing this game. Students also can apply what they have learned rather than being asked. Educational games are vital to interactively achieve new goals and objectives for learning. Let game-based learning be incorporated for the betterment of children's education and the quality of skill and knowledge they gain, along with the enhancement of the brain, contraction, motor skill, memory, and creative awareness. So that's all from us. Thank you.